Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. We're about to dive into a financial report that might sound a bit routine, but trust me, there is a surprising retirement announcement tucked away, and we'll figure out what it means for the company's future. Before we dive in, if you get value from these deep dives, hit subscribe and the notification bell. We also have a fantastic Discord community where we break down these reports in real time. Link in the description below. Alright, so today we're re-looking at a Form 8K filing from the Federal Home Loan Bank of Pittsburgh. Now, 8K reports are usually for big, immediate news that the public needs to know about right away. Think sudden leadership changes or major corporate events. They not typically where you find the detailed financial performance like you would in a 10K or 10Q. This report is short and sweet, highlighting a key departure. The big news here, and the primary reason for this filing, is that on the 8th of October of 2025, the Federal Home Loan Bank of Pittsburgh, which I'll just call the bank for simplicity, received notice from John P. Cassidy. Now, Mr. Cassidy is their Chief Technology and Operations Officer. He is letting them know that he plans to retire from the bank. So, the actual retirement date is set for the 19th of January of 2026. That gives them about 3 months to find a replacement and manage the transition, which is pretty standard. What makes this notable is that Mr. Cassidy isn't just any executive. He is identified in the bank's annual report as a Named Executive Officer, or NEO. These are typically the top brass, the people making the big decisions and whose compensation is closely scrutinized. When a NEO decides to step down, especially from a critical role like Chief Technology and Operations Officer, it is definitely something investors and stakeholders will want to pay attention to. Think about what that role actually does. In today's world, technology and operations are the backbone of any financial institution. They handle everything from the systems that process transactions to keeping the digital infrastructure secure and running smoothly. Significant changes in this area can signal potential shifts in strategy, new investments in technology, or perhaps even concerns about the current technological direction. Now, about the bank itself. The Federal Home Loan Bank of Pittsburgh is part of a system of regional banks that serve as a source of funding for member financial institutions, like commercial banks, credit unions, and insurance companies. They provide loans for housing and community development. So, while they aren't a bank you'd go to for a personal checking account, they play a crucial role in the broader financial ecosystem, especially for mortgages and local economic growth. Looking at the signature section, we see Edward V. Weller signing off as the Chief Financial Officer. The report is dated the 10th of October 2025, which is just a couple of days after they received Mr. Cassidy. S noticed this quick turnaround is typical for an 8K, where timely disclosure is key. The description section here is quite brief, mainly pointing to an interactive data file, which is standard for regulatory filings to allow for easier machine readability. There are no financial tables in this specific 8K report, which is why we're refocusing on the significance of the leadership change rather than financial performance. If there were financial tables, we'd be scrutinizing revenue, profit margins, assets, and liabilities, comparing them to prior periods to spot trends and understand the bank's financial health. For instance, if revenue was dipping, we'd want to know if it was due to fewer loans being issued or if their interest rates were becoming less competitive. If operating expenses were rising sharply, we investigate if it was due to investments in new technology, increased staffing, or perhaps inefficiencies. However, in the absence of detailed financials here, the story is about succession planning and operational leadership. The departure of a Chief Technology and Operations Officer, especially one who is a named Executive Officer, is the core of this announcement. It prompts questions about the bank's future in terms of its technological advancement, operational efficiency, and risk management in a rapidly evolving financial landscape. Will they bring in someone with a fresh perspective to drive innovation, or will they promote from within, aiming for continuity? The market will be watching to see if this transition is smooth and if it signals any strategic adjustments. So, what is our take on this? In the grand scheme of corporate filings, this 8K is a short notification about a significant personnel change at the Federal Home Loan Bank of Pittsburgh. The resignation of a key executive like the Chief Technology and Operations Officer always raises eyebrows. While this filing doesn't give us financial numbers to dissect, it signals the start of a leadership transition for a crucial function within the bank. The bank's stability relies heavily on its technological infrastructure and operational effectiveness. The departure of Mr. Cassidy will be a test of their succession planning and their ability to maintain momentum in critical areas. For investors and members of the bank, it's important to monitor who fills this void and what their strategic priorities will be, especially concerning innovation and cybersecurity in the financial sector. The key risk here is any disruption or slowdown in technological upgrades or operational efficiency during the transition period. The opportunity lies in bringing in new leadership that can propel the bank forward. Alright, that is our quick decode of this 8K. What are your thoughts on this executive departure and what it might mean for the Federal Home Loan Bank of Pittsburgh? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more corporate insights delivered straight to you. And don't forget to join our Discord community where the conversation continues. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.